So my husband came back on the 9th of January. But that day he traveled, well, he gave me 10,000 naira because he left for 2 weeks. He gave me 10,000 naira. That 10,000 naira was not enough for me because I was pregnant. I have my son with me. There was no food in the store. There was no provision, you understand? No soup in the fridge. What was available was the pap I made. Like, I used to, like, go grind corn, make pap and store in the fridge for my son. That was what was in the house, and my son's milk. So that was what happened. Before I knew the money finished, I had to call his friend, tell his friend that the money that my late husband gave me, that's finished. He said, how much did he give? He said 10,000. Which one is 10,000? How can he give you 10,000? I don't think that, the thing again is that there was no food in the house. He said, I'm going to call your husband to give you another money. He gave me, after that 1 week, he gave me another 10,000 naira. The money was not even enough because I eat a lot. I eat fruits, you understand? And there's no, if there was food stuff in the house, I can buy ingredients and manage it, you understand? So what I was not eating in my mom's house because my parents' house was closer. I was eating in my parents' house. I was eating at my neighbor's place. One of my neighbors that were close, where I was eating in her place. That's how I was surviving. So when he came back, that night he saw food in the house. He felt it was the 10,000. He doesn't know that it's my parents' food and my neighbor's food that was in the fridge. So we ate the food that night. We ate the remaining one on the 10th. On the 11th of January, he came back. He went out. I don't know where he went to, but he gave me 500 naira. As he gave me 500 naira, I was like, that 500 naira he gave me was in the morning. He said he was coming immediately. So he didn't. When he came back was around 9:30. I was even calling him on phone. He didn't answer. He didn't pick my call. He later came back. You understand? In the evening around 9:30 p.m. So when he came back, he told me that I should go to the market and buy things for soup. I said no, I can't. One, I'm heavily pregnant. I'm 7 months pregnant. And secondly, look at the house. The house is clean. And you're telling me to go to the market. By this time, who goes to market by 9:30? And I will not start cooking. When will I finish? That, see, this has to stop. Give me 500 every time. I'm telling me to go out late at night. That it has to stop. And I will not take it anymore. So you now say that it's like your parents are giving you wings. Your mother does not have sense. Your father does not have sense. He knows that that is what is to pay me if he's insulting me. And I told him that if he insults me again, I will insult your parents. He said that, is it me they are talking to? Is it me they are talking like that? He now slapped me. My head hit the burglar. He slapped me the second time. So that's what now happened. And I put my phone. Normally, if we're having issues, he used to hide he used to seize my phone. I took my phone and kept under my armpit. I was tying wrapper like this. So I was not like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? He was not distracted looking for my phone. That's why I ran out of the house. I called his pastor. And I called his pastor. I told his pastor that, Pastor, see, my husband hit me. He now said, is it every time people used to have issue that I should not disturb him? He cut the call. I was shocked. I called another person that, look at what my husband did. They said the husband can never behave like that. He's a good man. I was like, okay, no problem. Since nobody wants to listen to me, let me go to the police. I went to the police that night. I reported the case. 2 policemen escorted me to the house and told him to report to the police with my son because he was with my son. He was even carrying my son when he hit me. He was with my son. So he now said he's not going anywhere. The policeman now said, okay, since it's like that, we'll forward the case to human rights the next day. So that's how the policeman advised me that I should enter. They will carry me in their bike since I'm pregnant. They'll carry me in their bike and take me to my parents. I should sleep there that night. Because my husband threatened that if I enter that house, he was going to kill me. So I entered the Okada with them and I went home. I stayed with my parents, but I didn't sleep here because my son was not with me. The next morning, I and my dad now went to the police station, went to the human rights department, and got an invitation letter that we were going to serve my late husband. So after we got the invitation letter from the human rights department, my dad now went to my husband's place. So when we went to my husband's place, I said, my dad was the one that gave me the invitation letter. I said insulting my dad. He said insulting me. I saw my son. My son was crying, like stretching his hand to reach me. It was not like he not carried my son away from me. That don't touch her. She's an evil woman. This thing struck me. This thing struck me. I said, are you advising my son against me? My son that I cannot think bad to think bad for. That's how I not carried sand from the ground. The reason I carry this sand is because it's not today. Whenever I'm having issues with my late husband, he will always be telling my son that does not have that is still a baby. Start telling him your mother is bad, your mother is in front of me. I don't like it. I carry stand up. I said, heaven and earth bear witness today that so long as I think good for this man, so long as I think good for my husband, in secret and in open, and I wish him well, and he's always doing me evil. I said, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, judge me and him today. And I threw the sand on him. He now started shouting, abomination, abomination. That what did I just do to him? What did I just do to him? I just ignored him and I left. I even left my son with himself and I left. So as I left, that I'm trying to like break everything. So as I left, I had a fight with him again that same day, because people in the street were not asking me some things, what happened and all those stuff. Like, some people were telling me what he said and all those stuff. So that's how he came out. My son saw me again. Something out of my son saw me again. Was trying to reach me. He said I should not touch him. I will not try and touch him. I'm a bad woman. That's how I now beat him. I now beat his hand. You understand that I won't touch my people. Now like, why wouldn't you allow your wife to touch her? So she's not the one that gave. So I beat his hand because I was like trying to like drag my son with him. You understand? Like, I want to touch him. Let me feel my son. You understand? Even that, despite the fact that I overlooked my son, like that is his own business. You understand? The business. If he wants to be my son, no problem. So I just felt pain. As I saw my son, wanted to carry him. He didn't accept. That is when I now beat him. So that's what now. Let me fast forward. The next day, we now went to the human rights. So in the human rights, what they resolved was that he said he does not want me, that whatever I use my money to buy, I can take from that house, but whatever I use his money to buy, I should not pick it. I took the sewing machine that my mom gifted me. I took few of my things I'm using to do braided wigs. He said for my son, he should take only 2 trousers, 2 shirts, and 2 toys. I did as he said. I packed my things. I went home. The next day, the police officer that he was in charge of our case called me that my husband wants to see me. As I came, he said that my husband bought pregnancy drug for me. I told him that pregnancy drug that you've never bought for me. Now that we're having issue, you're buying pregnancy drug. Peacefully, I took the pregnancy drug and I went home. I didn't even want to have any conversation with him or with the police. I said thank you. I took the drug and I went. When I left, guess what happened? 3 days after the day I left, I took that pregnancy drug, you understand, from the police station, I started having feeling I was going to die, strong feeling I was going to die. And I told my mom, I said, Mommy, I have the feeling that I want to die. She said, God forbid. Okay, Chukwu, pray now, pray. I said, Mommy, I'm praying, but I still have this. Whenever it's 7 p.m., I used to have feeling I'm going to die till 7. It will last. That feeling will last to 7 a.m. I'll just feel alright. So the second day I felt that way, I prayed. Something that told me that I should go and the spirit that normally speaks to me, that said I should go and buy alligator pepper. I went to buy alligator pepper. He said on the 3rd day that's the next guy's been on the 3rd day that he's going to tell me how I'm going to use the alligator pepper to pray. So I as he said, by 12 midnight I woke up for that prayer. As I prayed in the night, I was told that I should count 7 seeds of alligator pepper. No, my alligator pepper, you don't open it in front, you turn it at the back and you open it. I counted 7 seeds of alligator pepper. He said I should pray that any death that they are trying to throw to me or my son, and so long as my hand is clean, let it go back to the center. I made that prayer on that 7 seeds of alligator pepper. They now told me that I should sprinkle it around my son. I just dropped it around my son, like dropped it like round, you understand? So the next said I should pray. I should count another seed of 7 seeds of alligator pepper. I should pray that any death, spirit of death that I'm trying to, arrow of death, they want to like throw to me, that so long as my hand is clean, that alligator pepper don't used to go a message of shame, like on a GG, you understand? That is what it means in Igbo. It does not go message of shame. That any evil thing they want to strike, they want to throw to me, any evil spirit of time don't throw to me, so long as my hand is clean and I sprinkle it alligator pepper, let's go back to the sender. I now sprinkle it around my body, you understand? And I slept down. Immediately I did that and I felt like they poured cold water into my sister. I felt okay. I felt strong, like I was not going to die at all. That night, and I had a dream that my late husband carried our bed sheets, carried my baby, and that baby was a new baby. And guess what? When I gave birth, the baby I saw him carrying was exactly the clothes they wore for my baby when I gave birth to, exactly the face. So in the dream, and I saw him carrying my bed sheet with my baby. He went to the street, to the road, and dropped my baby on the floor. He does not want me. I should get out of his house. That's what I saw in the dream after doing this prayer. So I now carried the baby. This is still happening. I carried my baby and the bed sheet. I was now going. I entered one taxi. That taxi, plenty people are inside. As I entered inside the taxi and I closed the taxi. So as we're going, that's how the taxi now entered inside the pothole. All of us now came outside because they were not able to, the taxi was not able to move. That's how one man now tapped me from behind. I said, my daughter, go to this uncompleted building, go and hide. Go and stay there till your spirit tells you that you should come out. I said, okay, sir. I don't know the man. I just obeyed. I went inside the uncompleted building. Immediately I entered inside the uncompleted building. That's how I started hearing gunshots.